WWE releases their annual video game. Their recent games, WWE 12 and WWE 13, were absolutely awesome. WWE 2K14 is going to be on the shelves, I believe, at the end of October, early November for those outside of the United States. So I'm extremely excited for it. It looks like a great game on paper. I saw the WrestleMania roster reveal last week. They had Goldberg in there, Razor Ramon. They have Batista. A lot of people I didn't think were going to be included in the game will be in the game, so I'm extremely excited for that. Very much looking forward to it. But of course, there is one thing missing, or has been missing from the video games for a number of years now that I would really love to see return. I know there was a rumor of it returning this year, not how true that was. But even still, I would love to see the General Manager mode return. Now, the General Manager mode made its debut in SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, was used in 2007, and was last seen in SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. They kind of spinned off a little bit of it with the WWE Universe mode that they introduced, I believe, in WWE 12, maybe 11. I'm not really sure. 11 it sucked ass. But WWE 12, they tried doing it, and WWE 13, I can kind of see where they're getting at. I mean, the Universe mode is great and all. It's fun for making storylines. Now they have created a storyline. They can go motion by motion. That's cool and all, but General Manager mode was the shit. I can understand why WWE might not bring it back, because the whole point of General Manager mode, for those that haven't played it before, that haven't played the old 06, 07, 08 games before, was to be a general manager. You pick a show, either Raw or SmackDown. In 08, you can pick ECW, but the 08 was so terrible, I don't even want to discuss 08. 06 was good. 07, I think, was the best. I still play 07 to this day. I think it's the absolute shit. It's awesome. I play PS2 all the time now. I think I play 07 more than I do WWE 13. But nonetheless, you pick a show, you get to be a general manager. I believe if you're SmackDown, you're Teddy Long. If you're Raw, you're Shane McMahon, I believe. It's absolutely awesome. You get to manage their money, their injuries, their morale, their storylines. You get to trade superstars. They have the draft every year. If you're Raw, you get the Backlash pay-per-views. You get Vengeance, SummerSlam, Unforgiven, and so on and so forth. And for SmackDown, you get Judgment Day. You get Great American Bash. The Big Four pay-per-views include both the brands or all three brands if you're playing 08. So it's pretty awesome. In 08, it's a little different because the roster's a little different. Like I said, it's kind of shitty because you have to throw an ECW in there too. So you get less superstars on each show, but more shows, and then less matches on each interpromotional show. And then you get maybe 5 matches altogether instead of 6. So it's kind of shitty, and it's not all that realistic, but I definitely think 07 was absolutely awesome. So with that being said, I would love to see it back. I know there was a rumor circulating around a couple months ago of it coming back. I was discussing it with one of my friends. I've been still playing with GMO to this very day. We still compete against one another. It's fantastic. It's so much fun. He said, well, they're going to find a way to mess it up. And I can agree with that to an extent. I could definitely see WWE trying to fuck this up in the sense they might ruin it or make it completely terrible, because, of course, it was almost exactly 2 years ago this month that they abolished the brand split, and the brand split hasn't meant shit in years. Raw and SmackDown guys have been appearing on each other's shows ever since, blah, 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 blah. You know the rest of the story. The rest is history. So, with that being said, I would love to see GMO back. I think it was a crucial part of the early video games, and I think it made it playable. I've seen a lot of people petition to bring it back. Like I said, with the brand split being dead, it might not be all that possible, but if you really think about it, in the money situation, I mean, it gives you a realistic sense of what it would be like if you were a general manager of an actual show. Nowadays, the GMs don't mean shit. Vicky Guerrero and Brad Maddox don't do squats because it's usually the corporation, Triple H, Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon that have all the power nowadays. Back in the days, the GMs were awesome. The brands were awesome. The brand feuds were awesome. You get to have different promos on each show where you get to invade the other show. It was just so much fun, and I love playing GMO. Like I mentioned before, I still play it to this day. I would love to see it back. Not really sure they can switch it up to make it more realistic as it is today. But then again, I mean, even in WWE 13 and WWE Universe mode, you have different championships that are relegated to different shows. You don't have that in nowadays. Nowadays, it's the U.S. title is not on a SmackDown exclusive championship. It's defended on both shows, so it's not really like that anymore. Same thing with both world championships too. No superstars are relegated to each show, but then again, in the games they are. So I don't really know. I would love to see the championships, back exclusive to each brand in reality. But this show isn't really this episode of WrestleRant really isn't about the brand split itself. It's more about GMO and WWE doing the smart thing by bringing it back. They still have a number of months until the game is actually announced or the game is actually released. I'm sorry. They have about 3 months from now. They have only released the WrestleMania roster, so the actual active roster has yet to be released to the public. So there's a lot of things about the game they have yet to announce. Of course, they announced the WrestleMania thing of it, but there's also other aspects of the game they have yet to announce, and hopefully they will announce the revival of GM mode coming soon. With all that being said, of course, it's a short video, but nonetheless, thanks for watching. Really do appreciate it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to enjoy the rest of your. I'm sorry, I'm botching here. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys. And this is GSM signing out. Till next time, guys.